During the first day of my enhanced math class in middle school, my eyes slowly examined the classroom. I soon realized I was one of 2 students from my elementary school. Out of the entire classroom that held 40 students, just 2. My eyes scanned the classroom over and over again, trying to see if my count was correct, hoping deep down that it wasn't. But every time, it was the same count, 2. My heart began to sink, and immediately, I began dreading the question, "What elementary school are you from?" My mouth grew dry, and I spoke in whispers, embarrassed as I answered. I felt ashamed and underprepared as we began class. I was scared to answer any math questions because, as far as I knew, my answer was entirely incorrect. And all throughout that day, I saw a continuing trend in my all-honors course schedule. It was just me and another person from the elementary school. In some cases, I was the only one. I continuously felt inferior, and my self-doubt grew. Did I even belong? It didn't take very long for me to realize that my elementary school was less rigorous than the others in my district. I remember looking at online public testing records and seeing that the literacy, math, and science skills were all far below the state average. That was my first encounter with the opportunity gap. With that realization came the understanding of my lack of educational resources. I pondered upon my resources growing up, the unreliable internet connection, archaic computers, and lack of tutoring. Yet, as I first entered my AVID elective class in middle school, I found a safe haven. College banners and posters that promoted higher education surrounded me. I didn't feel inferior. Instead, I was enchanted by the opportunities for growth. I finally felt like I belonged. This was my community, and I was mostly surrounded by other first-generation college students. We were all here with the motivation to reach our goals. We uplifted each other during the dreaded finals week, survived weekly binder checks, and yes, we got through tutorial request forms too. We cheered each other on as we reached academic goals and as we finally convinced our AVID teacher to make the last tutorial optional. We were united, a burning candle of hope to make our dreams a reality. Transitioning to high school, I chose Early College High School, a rigorous but supportive school. When I took my first college class, I was once again overwhelmed by the homework and long lectures. However, this time, I knew that there were resources available to help me succeed. Once again, I enrolled in the AVID elective class and learned more about effective study skills for my college classes. During tutorials, I became more comfortable communicating with my peers to discuss challenging questions. Once again, we rooted for each other and guided one another. I translated AVID skills to my other college classes, including my chemistry class and grueling trigonometry class. I've learned to face tough college-level problems with collaboration and courage. AVID has taught me to be an advocate within my education. I know how to take advantage of academic resources, writing centers, research opportunities, and support programs. Seeing other first-generation college students actively pursuing their dreams inspires me to reach for my goals. Through AVID, I have discovered the importance of self-growth and advocacy. As an AVID scholar, I have learned to believe in myself, envision my future, imagine a vast world of possibilities, and understand that I already have the key to success. This past year, I returned to my elementary school during their AVID Literacy Night. I remember entering the multi-purpose room, and for the first time, seeing the room packed with parents and energetic 8-year-olds. And amidst the crowd, I spotted my 6-year-old neighbors, who, like me, were children of immigrants. Our parents never made it past grade school. Our parents worked endlessly and always came home tired. Yet, their parents were present for that night, supporting their children's education. I also saw the younger siblings of my old classmates and encountered many new faces. Then, I looked at the front of the stage, full of young, nervous authors as they prepared to read their stories. I stood at the back of the room, hearing how Ray, the shark, met with dinosaurs, discovered the meaning of friendship, and many of his other adventures. And as the students read on, my mind couldn't help but trace back to my first day of middle school. My anxiety, embarrassment, disappointment, and low self-esteem. And as my eyes went from looking to the floor to the front of the stage, I recognized the one thing AVID gives me: hope. Throughout middle school and high school, AVID gave me the hope that I can succeed. It gives me hope that future students won't have to be in the same position I was in all those years ago. AVID provided me the space to grow and blossom into success because AVID empowers me. So, what elementary school am I from? I'm from Everett A. Ray Elementary School, Newport Mesa Unified School District's first AVID elementary school. I am a proud early college high school alumni, one of the valedictorian scholars, the 2023 AVID Senior Standout, recipient of the Los Angeles Angels Baseball Foundation Scholarship, and the first ECHS alumni who will attend Harvard University this fall. Speaking here today is one of the biggest full circle moments for me. I've been a part of the AVID program for 7 years. And I remember first listening to another AVID story all those years ago. And now here I am. Here I am sharing my AVID story. I want to say thank you to the AVID program for giving me this opportunity. And the biggest thank you to mi familia, my teachers, my high school counselor, high school principal, and community members for guiding me. And as I come to the end of this speech, in reality, I know that this is far from the end. I see this as a new beginning, an opportunity to ignite the candle of hope, which provides the light towards a brighter future. Thank you.